The Rogan Experience. Parody.
If you fall short-handed and you ever need a co-announcer, just let me know. I'm available all the way until January 5th or 3rd or what the fuck ever. You just let me know. I'm telling you. I don't have no sour thoughts towards you, Joe.
No sour notes. I should say you sure don't, but the answer, as always, is no. No. No, I don't want you on my show. And you heard my reason what for, so... Hello, everybody. And welcome to another edition of the Rogan Experience. I'm your host, Joe Rogan. And with me, as always, is Donald Trump. Just kidding. He's never listened. Never has been. No, tonight's special guest is a surprise guest. I'll let him speak for himself. Sir, if you will, please tell us your name and your reason for being here.
Hey, what's going on here? My name. You want to know who I am? Well, come on, dude. I'm the real deal Alex Jones. What's up, Joe? I'm glad you invited me on. Where are the chips and dip?
Listen to this capacity crowd. Boy, they are going insane. Alex, I gotta tell you, first of all, it's been a while since I've had you on. And second thing is, it's been a while since we've even seen you in the public eye, and I'm sure everyone's as surprised as I am that you're actually out and about. You're actually on yet another podcast. I believe the last time we saw you out and about, you were on, if I'm not mistaken, Tucker Carlson, like his new show that he has here recently.
Well, thanks. I don't think even Vladimir Putin himself could have put it any better. Anyway, I'm glad to be here. And also, I bet you couldn't tell I'm high as shit.
How can I not tell you're high as shit is the question. And Vladimir Putin, didn't he almost swallow a battery acid one time? I'm pretty sure that that's the rumor I was hearing. By the way, I understand you're buying back all of the real estate that you previously sold off. I mean, I don't even know how the hell that even works, but I know you can't put a bologna on a hot dog sandwich. I mean, you can, but it's going to always be uneven.
You know, no one told me when I started this business that there wouldn't be clogs at both trains. I mean, I'm using that as a metaphor, but when you think about it, it all starts to make sense when you add it all up. As a kid, television was made interesting, and then when Men's Rising, now Men's Horizons.
You're right. We had these, a cartoon about these army men who are constantly locked in battle with a terrorist organization, which does not work outside of the United States, by the way. They're actually within the United States. And then you had Ghostbusters. You know, people literally entrapping the spirits of the dead. And then you had He-Man in the Masters Universe, a great big strong muscle guy, you know, fighting a skeleton looking dude. It's almost as though these cartoons were to pave the way for the things to come in our future. Like they were shaping us. You know, like they were shaping men to be men. And women to be women. You know what I mean? Like, I sure hope you understand what I'm saying. Because at this point, I don't even know if I'm even making sense right now.
You just have to learn the trick to life, and once you've got the down, Joe, the rest is a slice of sweet cornbread. But we did have shows like Jig Show, In Man Masters, Universe Ghostbusters, and Hogan's Heroes, and the Mr. T Show. Do you remember the Mr. T Show? But that's what society did to Gen X. They were training our minds, bodies, and souls by showing us these cartoons. They were mentally preparing us to think about this around about Gen next time video games become a huge deal. I mean, you have the video game crash with you.
Hey, yeah, you're right. Video games are training kids' minds because they help with the hand hand-eye coordination. Okay? And they help develop problem-solving skills as well. They did I believe there was a test or a research um, to see what different video games would be more stimulating. And they found, like first-person shooters and car driving games and war games. And that's also why we had so many war games and why we still have a lot of war games and violent games like Grand Theft Auto and stuff, because they're training us in particular, the Gen Xers from war. That's what they're training us for war. I can guarantee, I know that for a fact right now. They were training Gen Xers to be soldiers. And not only that, but the subliminal messaging that would occur during TV transmissions.
Yeah, not only that, but do you remember Ultra? Ultra sending some bubble messages to the kids. And do you know where they would put these subliminal messages? Yeah, that's right. They would put them in between the commercials, and these messages would get the kids to
want to buy toys. You're absolutely right. I remember it was almost like a addiction, as it were, and we would beg our parents for these toys: Transformers, G.I. Joes, He-Man. I mean, you're a little bit older. I mean, you're probably what, mid to late 50s, somewhere in there. Oh wow, dude, are you enough to be my dad? I don't think you're enough to be my dad, or he'd be like 72 or something. But anyway, yeah. So they do this, and then you mentioned the MK Ultra. There was the MK Ultra experiments, and then there was Operation Mind Warp or something like that, I do believe it was called. And they were actually drugging people, and they were doing, getting them to drop acid, and they were doing test studies. I mean, and then the government expects us to trust them. Oh my God. And they thought that, the Nazis did horrible experiments, which they did, but, I mean, just keep it solid, dollar deep it solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the things that she is saying right now, I just can't believe it. It blows my mind that civilized human beings out here in the world are actually falling for this bullshit. And they hear the words coming out of her mouth. What am I talking about? I heard the words coming out of Biden's mouth, and they still voted for that asshole. But to hear the words coming out of her mouth, especially about this whole, what's it called again? Oh yeah, putting a limitation on grocery prices, and just magically changing grocery prices the way you want to, putting regulations on them, I should say, or a cap on them, or whatever the case is. Does she not realize that that's going to cause panic? That's going to cause shortages? What a bimbo. What a dumb fucking bimbo. Yeah, I said it. I don't care. I'm going to get backlash. Go ahead. Come on. Come on after me.
Yes, indeed, she is dumb. I mean, what the hell does she even say that's right? She just keeps spewing the same nonsense over and over again, and the sheep will eat it all up like Mama June at Golden Corral. So I got a question for you, Joe. What did you have Donald on your show? I mean, holy hell, it would be the greatest podcast ever. And really, I mean, I've had Donald Trump on my show once or twice, and it wasn't bad at all. In fact, I had a very enjoyable conversation with him. We smoked cigars and everything.
I realize it would make for a fine podcast, probably the greatest I've ever had. However, I refuse to do so because, like I said in a previous broadcast, I believe, it will cost me sponsors. Now, you wouldn't want something like that to happen to me, would you? I mean, I get sponsored by lots of people. Lots of people. And even though, like, oh, what's his name? Dave? No, it's not Dave. Damn it, Dennis. Dana White. I mean, he supports Trump, and I'm okay with that, but at the same time, I just can't, I don't know. How's he gonna conduct himself? I never know. Like, he just says whatever it is on his mind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Hey guys, what's macho, Malaco or Malanco or whatever? It's supposed to be these little chocolate things from Japan that you put on green ice cream. It kind of reminds me of chocolate chip ice cream, but I don't know. I'm sitting here. There's 2 buttons on my desk. There's a really big red one, and then there's like a little tiny green one. One of them's for ordering food off the internet, and the other one, I think, like, sets off a nuclear missile or something. I'm confused, guys. I just can't wait to stop being president so I could just go home and play with the dogs and, you know, sniff my grandchildren's hair. It'll be nice. It'll be nice.
Well, whatever you do, not push that red button. And in fact, if I were you, I wouldn't push any buttons. I would assure staff before you do anything good, God, you're going to end up blowing us all the kingdom. Come, you know it.
What I want to know is, how the heck did you even get in my studio? Guys, I told you to screen people before they come in here. Anyway, yeah, Alex is right. I would push any buttons about the threatening her staff first. You are seriously gonna blow us all up to kingdom come and back. Oh, good Lord, enough for. Yeah, there we go. Now then, what was I saying? Oh yeah, don't push any buttons, please. For the love of all that is holy and sacred, do not, and I repeat, do not push any buttons. And get the hell out of my studio. Sheesh. Look at the long hair on my finger.
Generated by Revoice.
Come on, guys. I mean, I may be out of it most of the time, 95% of the time. Okay, all of the time, but even I know not to push that big red button, although it is very tempting. I mean, look at it. It's big, it's red, it's shiny. And people tell me not to do it. Makes me want to do it even more. Oh, I know there's got to be a button on here somewhere for ice cream. I am really craving ice cream. Look, I'm going to try this here button. Come on, get ice cream. Need ice cream, damn it. Man. Oh, my ice cream.
Mr. President, could you please quit pushing those buttons? So far you set off the bat signal, a fire alarm, the sprinklers, and also one of those buttons flushes the toilet for some reason to, like, the 18th bathroom around here somewhere. Yes, now I hear it. I hear the toilet. But yeah, if you could please stop doing that, sir. We will get you ice cream, like, right now. Like, and if you want a button installed for the ice cream, then just ask. Oh, good Lord. I can't wait till I'm done babysitting this idiot.
I'm sorry, guys. I just want my ice cream so bad. I think it might be because I'm depressed. I mean, I didn't want to quit. I didn't want to drop out of the race. Man, this is absolute bullshit. You know what? I want a bowl of ice cream and my Flintstones coloring book and the big box of crayons. You know, the big box with the 64 crayons in it. The one that used to have flesh color and then they removed flesh color because they thought it was racist.
We'll get you whatever you want, Mr. President. Just please, for the love of Pete, stay away from those buttons. Especially that big red one. Actually, this looks pretty tempting. I almost want to press it myself. Anyway, yeah, we'll bring up all those items that you request. And also maybe we should put a piece of tape over that button or something. I'll see what the guys can do. We'll bring in the stuff you requested. And Mr. Rogan, thanks for letting the president in on your show.
Oh, good Lord. Well, this show has officially just went off the rails. And Secret Service, I did not invite him in. If you could please keep him away from the studio, that'd be great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is about that time to start wrapping stuff up. I would like to thank my special guest, Alex Jones, for being on. Thank you, Alex. And for all of you guys out there who aren't subscribed to the Hebrew AI voice parody channel, please do so for more of these outrageous videos. And don't forget to give this video a like. And this is Joe Rogan saying, God bless America and good night, everyone. Good night, everyone.
Gosh dang it, you friggin' asshole, you forgot to say, do. But I hate not being on this broadcast.
Boy, I never been on in a long time. I tell you what, next week, I gotta leave. Joe Rogan doesn't want to have Donald Trump on his show. Next week, I will have Donald Trump on my show. And I'll tell you everything. Kamala Harris? Oh, yeah. She'll never be on my show. Never. Ever. God, for fuck's sake. Never. Never. Never, 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 never. Never. Anyway. She's anti-Semitic anyway. So, I can have her on the show. That's all there is to it. Oh my good Lord, is that Wolverine? Wolverine, what the heck are you doing in here?
Hey, what's all the hubbub? Bub, do you want some Grubhub?
What? You're gonna have to clarify yourself. I can't tell if you're saying groundhog or Grubhub.
I'm saying Grubhub, bub. Now do you want some Grubhub? Or a belly rub?
Well, I definitely don't want a belly rub, especially not from Wolverine. All right. Order me some Grubhub. Why not? Wait a minute. Are we sure this is Hugh Jackman? Are you Hugh Jackman Wolverine, or are you just Wolverine? So tell me, Bub, what is all the hubbub? Are you going to get me some Grubhub?
All right, well, this is my real voice. I'll get you some Grubhub, Bub. All right, so what do you want? You craving burgers? Are you craving maybe some kangaroo meat? Because we have an Outback Steakhouse right here. I could be there in like 30 seconds.
Lord, your real voice is hideous. I think I'd rather hear the gravelly Wolverine voice, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know I'm gonna regret this, but I want something from Taco Bell. Let's see here on what? 2 chili cheese burritos, 2 beef and cheese bean burritos. I want the number 2X. 3 soft shell tacos, no lettuce. They put lettuce on this thing. I'm suing them from here to Jerusalem. Do you hear me? And I'll have a large Baja Blast to go with that. Is it the Baja Blast? Yeah, Baja Blast. If they have a Baja Blast Zero or Diet 1, I'll take that instead, because I do have sugar diabetes.
Goddamn, bub. That's a hell of a lot of food for a little guy like yourself. Ah. All right, well, bub, I'm gonna go to Grubhub. And then I'm gonna do a dry rub. So long, sucker.
Grubhub, we've hired Wolverine.
Grubhub? Guys, you're showing the DoorDash sign. Oh, well, I know how to get out of these tights. They're bunching up my crack.
Yeah, that's all, folks. Red button.